Well, hello everyone. Sitting here building the door for tomorrow's install, and I'm not going to get all the bits and pieces. I'm gonna go to Lowe's, see if I can get some of the stuff to finish building the door. But my truck delivery just got canceled today over some screws that they forgot to send on the last truck delivery. So now it's going to be another week before I get any of my glass or hinges. I mean, I still got some hinges, but if people want a color, I literally have one hinge. That's all I got left. I got some bronze hinges, and I got this many, antique brass. So, but yeah, and that's maybe, well, hell, let's see here. It's 3 hinges per, so what is that, 10 doors? So, and a lot of people don't want bronze hinges. They want the satin nickel. So, but I don't know. It's, I had plans. I already made, some scheduling stuff to get a bunch of things done in my personal life. I was going to put the castle door in. I was going to enclose the screen-in patio. I was going to finish a rock garden. I was going to do this red glass over here in the last video. I was going to build all the doors and put them in my house. And now that, this happened, it just pushed everything back a week. So I don't even know if I want to even do the month of mayhem right now. I mean, I am just so taken aback. We're talking not just an order of hinges. I'm talking about, $4,000, $3,000 worth of stuff, and it's a lot of, I don't know. I'm venting right now, guys. I'm venting. This is just me being pissed off at the world and pissed off how things just can't go normally. And, if you've ordered stuff that you don't ever get, businesses have to deal with the same crap. We order stuff, and all of us sitting there. They could have sent everything, but because they put some screws that they screwed up last order, see all these inserts here? All these here, they don't have screws to put them together. They forgot the screws last time, so I'm sitting here waiting on screws, and so they put it on the ticket, and then they held up the whole entire order of all the new stuff I'm ordering because of the last order where they forgot to put the screws on it. This is what businesses have to deal with. This is the bullshit. And then I have customers that are waiting on me to build doors and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, truck's coming in today. Well, I've done lied to like 7 different customers because they lied to me. Because they're not sending me the truck that they were supposed to send me today over screws. So, I mean, this is behind the scenes some bullshit right here that I have to, and that's why I tell people, when you order from me, I was like, listen, I'm putting in an order. Okay, and I'm the only person who says this, by the way. No one tells you the truth more than I do. All right, because I don't give a shit about your feelings. I only care about your money. If you're doing with me, a business with me, I want your money. Okay, I'm gonna be cheaper than everybody, and I'm gonna be better than everybody because I want your money. Period. That's what a business is for. So I tell people the truth. I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna put in an order. I'm going to order you this door. I'm going to order you these windows. Once I put in that order, I have no control over anything that happens until they're back into my hands. So, and I tell this to people all the time. So if they tell me it's going to be tomorrow, if they tell me it's going to be 3-4 weeks, then I'm going to tell you that. But if they lie to me, then I'm going to lie to you. And this is how businesses. People shouldn't have feelings over business, put it that way, But this is the way I do business. You don't have to do business with me. There's plenty of other places to do business with. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be upfront and truthful to people. But don't come at being pissed off at me because you said, oh, they'll be here tomorrow. Well, I didn't get it tomorrow because something else happened that's not in my control. So don't be pissed off at me. And this may be harsh for the little virgin ears to hear, but this is how I live my life. I have to deal with all the other bullshit before it gets to my hands. Once it's in my hands, different story. I got control now. I can tell you exactly what's going to happen. So, and this isn't me being pissed off. This is me being honest to you and kind of showing you behind the scenes on what some businesses have to deal with. You know, it's like, you know, restaurants, contractors, we all order stuff. Okay? We're told when we're going to receive it. It can come in damaged, it can come in rotted, it can come in any which way, or it not even show up at all. Truck may break down. The driver took off, you know, for work, or got fired, or got in an accident. There's so many reasons on why things don't happen. You know, on this particular reason is over some bullshit screws that shouldn't have never even been put on the order. It should have been a separate ticket. But because someone's lazy and didn't want to write up a second ticket, you know, and again, no one's claiming responsibility. But anyways, now I'm back to being pissed off again, but that's over now. So, but right now, because of this hiccup, which I could have got the delivery, everything's there. It would have just been without the screws, you know, for the inserts I already have. I would have got the screws for the inserts I ordered. So, but anyways, yeah, so that's kind of a little behind the scenes, and this is just one aspect of running a business. And everybody, oh, I'm gonna start my business and I'm gonna make all this money. And no, if you don't know how to run a business, stay your ass on the hourly grind, okay? Because I have so many people come up to me, oh, I want to start a business. In fact, no shade if they're watching. I'm not going to say your name, nothing like that, but I had someone come up and say, I'm going to be a general contractor. Okay. Well, I said, well, do you plan on building, you know, paving roads? Do you plan on building bridges? No, I want to work on homes. And why do you want to be a general contractor? Because general contractors builds bridges. They build roads. They build skyscrapers. You know, if you're working on, you know, Susie's house down the street, she don't need no general contractor. You're just overcharging them for any reason, because all the general contractor has to pay more on insurance, has to pay more on licensing, has to pay more on everything. You know why? Because they build bridges and build cities. They don't build houses. In fact, if you're in a house and someone comes to you as a general contractor, please, for the love of God, ask them what happened so bad in their life that they can't go out and do their normal job, and they have to slep down with us little residential contractors. Because I'm a residential contractor. I don't build bridges. I don't build apartment buildings. I work on homes, and I can build a house, which I am planning on doing that pretty soon. But, you know, it's one of them things that, you know, anyway, going back to him, you know, he wants to do all this stuff, and I was like, well, how about, instead of going out and spending all this money being a contractor, how about you just do the stuff that you can do without being a contractor to see if you even want to do it? You know, this is someone who does not go out and do work and does not have to deal with people and go into their homes and deal with their, you know, their kids and their dogs and their, you know, mother-in-law that lives there, and all the poop that's in the yard, and the houses that smell like shit, and, you know, or the hoarder houses. And it's not a fun job going to people's homes, you know, regardless if you want to do. I mean, you know, plumbers, contractors, EMS, we hate going to your homes, you know, because most of y'all don't know how to keep a house. Not all, but most of you. See, I get to go to houses after they've been broken into, and, you know, some emergency situations, even homes where they know I'm coming. It's still horrible. And I got a sister, I got nephews that have been with me on these jobs. They can tell you, you know, it is not a great thing. That's why I'm quitting. So, but anyways, yeah, my whole month of mayhem thing had just been completely screwed over 11 bags of screws, and now I gotta rearrange everything over 11 bags of screws. I mean, it just, so right now I was thinking about, you know, just getting a lot of personal stuff done, which I still can do. It just, now I'm gonna have to stop and start over because of all this stuff here. Or I could just say hell with it, turn the phone off, and just come in here and just build doors until everything's done, and just, you know, which I've been doing that anyways. I have sold a bunch of doors. So, But yeah, it's I gotta go to Lowe's and buy some hinges for this door, and the ones I already put on there I have to take off because they're probably not going to match. So that's what I'm going to do here in a little bit, is run to Lowe's and grab, at least I can finish this door and get this door installed tomorrow. But yeah, I want to tell y'all some stories. I really do. I need to sit down and kind of at least do like a bullet point thing to where I can keep myself on track, because my mind's all over the place. But I think I'm just going to tell y'all some stories. I think that's probably the best way to handle this. But as of right now, every plan I've had for the month of Mayhem has kind of turned sideways. And this right here was kind of the nail in the coffin, because there's no way I'm going to be able to do everything I wanted to do. You know, I mean, I'm still going to do something. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going to fuck around. I'm still going to do some stupid shit. But yeah, this has got me so hyped right now, and like I'm taken aback, because this was going to be pretty much, you know, a month's worth of stuff. This was, I mean, I ordered a lot of stuff to get me through the month, and you know, at the end of the month, all this was going to be gone. All this stuff was going to be gone. So, but now I have to wait till next week. Can you tell I'm a little pissed? So anyway, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to ponder. You know, I still got, what, 2 days before the 1st, or is tomorrow the 1st? I don't even know. I think Thursday. Yeah, Thursday is the 1st, so it officially starts tomorrow. But yeah. Does this stuff seem okay to you guys? Because my brain is like all over the place. You know. I mean, does this come out as, do you understand the things I'm talking about? You know, because sometimes my mind is so much quicker than what my mouth can portray. So there's a lot of times that I'll say stuff in my head that never makes it out my mouth. So anyways, yeah, that's enough of me rambling and being pissed off at the world. And, you know, this is my life so far, and it's going to end really, really soon. Peace, love, money. I'm out.